Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. We are one day after Real Madrid and Villarreal qualifying to the Champions League. Bayern Munich, shocking, is eliminated. Au revoir, like that beautiful video of Muller. It is what it is, guys. What will we speak about? Because I know playing only one time a week for Juventus is boring, is annoying, but in that video we will speak about so many things about Juventus. Of course, that profit case, le Plusvalenza, that were spoken about yesterday. We will speak about center backs. We will speak about the new rule about the loanies, and pay attention for the Italian clubs because they are loaning a lot of players around the world. That will not be the case anymore in the future. And then, like you saw on the thumbnail, there is a midfielder that we all love, that is flirting, that is seducing Juventus. We'll speak about him in that video, so remain on the channel. I want a maximum of like. I want a maximum of like. I repeat, I want a maximum of like. Subscribe to the channel, notification ring on. We start after the intro. Before going in all the news related to Juve, because there are a lot that we have to speak about, guys, I repeat you, and it's for your own good, download OneFootball. Link is into the description. It is for free for iOS and for Android. You can also, if you want to, go for with the QR code really fast, if you want to remain up to date on every single score. Because it's difficult to be up to date if you are choosing to watch one game and there is another game on the same moment. You want to be up to date, you put the notification ring on OneFootball. They will keep you up to date. You can see all the articles. Pogba, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. You don't have to wait for my video. You can be up to date immediately with OneFootball. So I'm trusting you. Download it for free in the link if you didn't do it yet. And now we start with all the things, because I wanted to remind you, I want to unlock you a memory. Do you remember yesterday? It's not that long ago. Everyone was speaking about, of course, Real Madrid, of course, Bayern Munich, but also about that crazy trivela from Luka Modric that was actually giving the hope for Real Madrid to go to extra time. What a pass. What an incredible pass. Incredible, so beautiful. Guys, we love these moments. Mamma mia, if we had a player at Juventus that was able to do passes like that. No, wait. Because I believe that Luka Modric, he watched some highlights and skills on YouTube from a player of Juventus that is called Federico Bernardeschi. Do you remember, not 20 years ago, but this season, that beautiful trivela from Bernardeschi for the header of Moisken versus Malmo in Champions League? Probably Modric, he watched that highlight and skill and he decided to do the same pass. I'm joking, of course, I'm joking. Speaking about Luka Modric, yesterday he gave a big hug to Argo, to Alessandro Del Piero after the game, and then he also showed him a lot of respect with doing la linguaccia, the tongue of Del Piero, iconic celebration of Del Piero. These are the moments of football that we love, guys. They are even speaking about Modric being a possible player that could join for 1 or 2 years Juventus. He's really old, he's 36, but when I'm seeing what he's able to do, mamma mia. I don't know if it's a great decision or not. I don't even believe that that can happen, but think about it. Now we start, I told you, with a serious problem that I will try not to go in detail because it's really long, but just to give you the headlines about the Plusvalenza case, the profit cases. You know that Juventus first team was on all the pages, Corriere dello Sport, Tuttosport, Gazzetta dello Sport, with Gazzetta and Corriere that were using Juventus in front pages. They will be excluded from planet Earth. They will be excluded from the world of football. They will be in Serie B, in Serie C. They will have to pay so many money, blah, 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 blah. At the end, yesterday, they gave the first sentences that will be definitive in Friday. So Friday, there could be some changes in the verdict that has been sent. Then of course the clubs can go back and they can go into appeal to change it. What are the first sentences? It's for different presidents and management of Juventus, but also other clubs. Suspension for 1 year for Andrea Agnelli, 16 months so for Paratici, that is now at Tottenham, 8 months for Arrivabene, also 11 months and 5 days for De Laurentiis. Crazy. That 5 days made me really crazy. It made me laugh so hard. Why 11 months and 5 days? Give 12 or 11. 5 days, I don't understand. But it is what it is. So if we are going into Corriere dello Sport, la Plusvalanga. Valanga means a load of I will not say the word on YouTube, a load of problems, load of problems with Plusvalenza, with the profit cases. And they are actually speaking about the different suspensions for the president, for the management, and then you see Agnelli, of course, in the foreground, and then a bit in the shadow, a bit blurry, a bit playing with the fact that he has a wide beard. They are putting De Laurentiis. Crazy how much they are putting the attention on Juventus and Agnelli, and not that much on Napoli. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Then they are speaking, of course, about Mercato, that Atletico Madrid wants to try to go for Lautaro Martinez. That's also important for the fans of Dybala. Wait a second, I will tell you. And of course, Benzema. Of course, Benzema. Gazzetta dello Sport, they are putting Paratici, Agnelli, and also De Laurentiis there with the same things, with the same words, also explaining a bit the suspensions that were said. I tell you, the definitive one will be on Friday, so we will wait a bit. And then Paredes, that can become an objective of Inter. I'm quite happy because I'm not a big fan of the player from Paris Saint-Germain. So if you want to know a bit why it was the problem of that profit cases and so on, before going and speaking about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, the future center backs and so on, I just explained you. They made a calculation about so many different years about the players that Juventus sold to other teams, especially the small players that were unknown, and they were calculating the different value that were at that moment made by the court, and then also they went on transfer market, a site that is giving actually value to the player to compare a bit. What did they understand? What was the problem? That Juventus, according to them, they made 60 million profit, more than the real value of the players. So they are speaking about players like Odero, Adamoli, Mancuso, Mancioli. If you want to, you can press pause on the video and you can see the different players and how they calculated that exaggerated 60 million value on the players. Crazy, crazy, crazy how they calculated it, especially because I tell you that there is at the moment no rule about the value of a player. Of course, like Lotito, for example, that will speak in a bit, when he's saying, if Juventus wants to buy the player, I will sell him more than the value. If the value is 60 million, but Juventus wants it, I want to sell him for 120, for example. I'm just inventing a number. What's the problem? He's his player, he can sell him at the price that he wants. If he doesn't want to, it is what it is. Look at Commisso that sold 75 million euro. Was Vlahovic really worth 75 million for a 21 years old player? I don't know. I really don't know. But it is what it is. Let's stop that topic and speak about the nice things, about Mercato, about the future and so on, because you know Mercato is crazy, don't forget that. Giacomo Scutiero reported the words of Il Messaggero, saying Milinkovic-Savic flirta con la Juventus. Milinkovic-Savic is flirting with Juventus. The sportive director Cherubini spoke a lot of time already with the agent of that player, Kesman. And Torino è la meta prescelta per il giocatore. So, and also the player, in top of his favorite priorities and clubs, he really wants to join Juventus. That's in his head. He already spoke also with Vlahovic. They know each other. They spoke together. They have the same nationality. He really wants to join us. The problem is that Lotito is not really agreeing, because we see here they are saying Sergej vuole la Juve, Lotito non ci sta. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic wants Juventus, Lotito doesn't want to. And then they were speaking about Ciro Immobile, that doesn't want to continue with La Nazionale, he's depressed, blah, 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 blah. That's another case, I don't want to speak too much about it. But speaking again about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, guys, that's what I want you to understand. Juventus wants to go for the player. It's on top priority of the list. The player wants to go to Juventus. The problem is that Lotito doesn't want to. And then you can't blame Juventus if at the end of the Mercato Milinkovic-Savic will not join Juve, because it's impossible to do these kind of negotiation transactions with a president that hates Juventus so much. It is what it is. So will we see him? I don't know. Otherwise, there is still another objective. Yesterday they were saying that Pogba was really close to Paris Saint-Germain because he doesn't want to lower his salary that much, but apparently OneFootball is reporting Juventus let's see if they can convince Pogba to reduce his salary demands, because we know that for Pogba there is still a part of his heart that is in Torino. He loves Juventus, he loves Massimiliano Allegri, he would love to come back, but of course it's hard for him from 15 million euro to go back really low. It makes totally sense, and we have to respect that as well, because if you are winning, I don't know, 3,000 euro per month for your work, it's strange that you go to another work for 1,500 euro. Really crazy if you would halve your salary. Nobody is doing that these days. Will he do it with the act of love or not? Let's see. One thing is sure, Juventus will not go crazy with the salary of Pogba, and this is also a choice that we have to respect. Speaking about OneFootball, speaking about the 3 center backs that are there to succeed Giorgio Chiellini, that will take a decision at the end of the season, the 3 names are really easy to identify. Rudiger, Bremer, Milenkovic, in that order. Rudiger, yes, but the problem, and I don't want to speak too much about it, is his salary demands. Yesterday he even scored a goal in Champions League, then of course they were eliminated, so luckily, but he's asking for a bonus when he will sign to any team. He's asking for high salaries. I think it's technique to show to Chelsea that he wants to renew with them, because he's asking crazy number to Barcelona and so on. Apparently, even the negotiation with Barcelona stopped because of his high demands for a center back. So for me, I told you, Rudiger, with these high demands, I would not go for him. What about Bremer? Bremer, the competition will be really high at the moment. Inter is favorite for the player. Let's see what will happen there, because that would be my personal favorite. And then you have another player that with 15-20 million, they are speaking about the close of 15 million euro. I don't know if you have to put some add-ons there, but Milenkovic from Fiorentina. The relation between Juventus and Fiorentina are super well. Can he join us? That's a big question. Let's see if that will happen. Before going to the loanies, because the rule will change, guys. Juventus is spoiling. It's teasing the people with that 4th shirt. Today they put several players. I will show you 2. Like Arthur and then Dybala with the new 4th shirt that could be out end of this week, maybe on Friday if you are a member of my Juve on the Juve site, and then they will probably play with it on Saturday versus Bologna. They are teasing. There's one thing that is a detail, guys, that you have to pay attention to on that shirt, not like Footy Headlines was reporting, but you see 3 stripes on the shoulders, and they are not white like Footy Headlines, but they are blue. That's a small detail that I wanted to show you. And then I told you in the beginning of the video, Lautaro Martinez to Atletico Madrid. They are waiting. Inter needs some money. They need to continue to sell players like Lukaku, like Hakimi, because they have even worse financial problems than other teams in Italy. They will try for it and then go for free for Paulo Dybala. Dybala that refused already some offers from UK. I'm not surprised about it, because I know that he's not a big fan of Premier League, and he's waiting apparently for Inter to understand. So Paulo Dybala to Atletico Madrid, no, at the moment. They prefer to go for a 24 years Lautaro Martinez, with the opening of Dybala to Inter. Will he join Inter? Will he join Milan? I don't know at the moment. But when I'm seeing that shirt of Dybala, black and white, on Gazzetta dello Sport with Inter, guys, I don't like it. And then we finish with Tutto Sport. Prestiti d'Oro, golden loanies, with a lot of players there that you can see on the front page. What are they speaking? That they will be from the 1st of July, a total change in the loanies. I don't want to go in all the details. One thing that you will have to know is that the teams will have 3 years to actually adapt to the new rules of loanies. It's over with loanies from, for example, for 2 years. You will not be able from clubs to loan a player for 2 years, like Locatelli, Morata, Chiesa, all these players, even if the agreement was to buy them at the end, of course, it will not be possible anymore. It will be a max of 1 year. 1 year loan for every single player of planet Earth, not only in Italy, and the teams will have to adapt to that. Also, another rule, only maximum 3 players from the same team can go to another team. So you can't have like 6 players from Milan, for example, on loan. That's okay, that's quite okay. Other things will be that you will have in 3 years the maximum of loanies that you can go put out that are from 21 years old on. It will be 6. So you will be able to own players from 21 years old on only 6 maximum. And the same for the entries, maximum 6 on loan from other teams in your team. If you are looking at what Juventus is doing today, I counted them. 31 players from Juventus are on loan. 31, with only a few like Fagioli, Rovella, and a few more, not that much, that are under 21. Crazy. Crazy. Juventus will have to do a lot of work. Not only Juve, because we see the other teams. Atalanta, they need like 3 columns. Then you see Inter, Napoli, Milan. Torino is quite okay, quite in regulation. Juventus 31, you will have to see a lot of work. And why am I speaking about that loan? It's not really a sexy topic, but because next year Rovella, Fagioli will come back and it will be a derby, because apparently Tuttosport is reporting what I was actually saying, not my words, but the same idea, that only one will have to stay at Juventus and probably the other one will have to be sold at a certain moment, because this kind of loanish, long-term loanish to a same club will not be possible anymore. It is what it is, guys. Longer video with a lot of topics that we spoke about, 15 minutes, loanish, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, the future, Chiellini and so on. I hope you enjoyed the efforts, put a maximum of like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Forza Juve.